Alright, we are back for round 2. Definitely want to play first. That hand is not great, but I think it's a keep. The pacifist on turn 2 on the play can really be very dangerous, depending on what the opponent is doing. And you know, I have very good 2-drop, very good 3-drop. I do have quite a bunch of lands, but Howler can use those lands later on. And again, if the opponent doesn't have a 2-drop here, they could just straight up lose the game. So if it was, you know, pacifist plus 6 land, I would not keep, but I think it's good enough here. News Constrictor. Ooh, Obsessive Skinner was a nice one. So now I can make that card a 4/4, and unless they discard 5, I mean they can discard 2 cards. I mean, you know, it's a trade I'm fine making it happen. Oh, pretty nice one. Shrill Howler would have been decent, but you know, the opponent can just discard a card and block. And here if they block and discard 2 cards, I'm happy enough, honestly. Or if they discard 3 cards to keep the Constrictor around, it's completely fine with me. And I have quite a bit of pressure here on turn 3. Pretty nice, pretty nice. A down grief. And no attack, and I guess they are... Oh no, they are attacking. Interesting. I thought they would try to double block. That's an interesting move. Hopefully I can draw black at some point, but this game is looking pretty nice. I really have quite a lot of pressure here. And if I can Collective Brutality, discarding my forest, that's gonna be brutal too. I might want to play the forest next turn though, if I don't draw my black, just because of, you know, this potential 6 mana on Howler. Because I guess both Howler could trade. I'm not sure what the opponent will attack with. Only the grief, well, that makes sense. I guess I'm only attacking with the pacifists, and if they want to double block, sure. They need to still discard 2 cards to save both creatures, or have some sort of trick. And next turn I can flip my own Howler, and here I'm flipping the pacifist, which is also kinda good. So mono green beatdown plan is not really what my deck is trying to accomplish, but it's working out pretty well so far. I mean, the Skinner top deck was pretty insane. So they have a good 5-drop here, I would assume. A Wolfkin Bond on the down grief. Well, that qualifies as pretty good. As I draw a forest. So I guess the move now is to flip that thing. Pointless. So this cannot be blocked by the wolf. If this hits, I get a 3/5. Yeah, I think attacking with both creatures is completely fine. Like, if they double block here and discard a card, sure, they will keep their Constrictor around, but they take 5, go down to 3. It means that if I ever draw black, they are dead, or if I ever reach the 8th mana. So, I think it's completely fine. If they double block here, yeah, they will make the double block here. Makes sense. I'll go after their own Howler. I guess I can chump block here, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. Still think my attack is completely fine. I mean, getting rid of 2 of my opponent creature and only one of my creature seems like a completely fine trade. If I ever draw black, I think I will just straight up lose that game. I mean, win that game. Now the downgrief is fairly fast clock, so this could kill me, honestly. I'm slightly worried. And now the opponent can discard a card and double block here. And they add what? A Prey Upon on my Skinner. Interesting. Unless you are playing around Emerge card, that plays is pretty weird, I would say. But sure. Thing is, if I... Oh, they are attacking with that. That's super interesting. They casted 2 spells. I drew a captive, which is pretty good. Honestly, I'm happy making the trade with the downgrave. It means I'm not under such a huge amount of pressure now. I mean, dealing with ground creature is much easier for me. I'm gonna play that. Don't think there's any reason to play my land when I guess if they have a removal for that and I draw another land, I might want to hardcast the Mao actually. So that's a reason. Yeah, let's say they have a removal for my captive and I top deck another land. That's not a... Yeah, they did have a removal. And now if I top deck forest, I really want to be able to hardcast that. Otherwise, I kind of lose. Unfortunately, it's another black card. So we are getting color screwed and now we are dead on board. That's pretty unfortunate. 1 black would have gave me the win. The opponent, what? The opponent just said no. I don't want to win. What on earth is that play? I still think I'm out of the game because I go up to 4. Yeah. I'm not gonna show them the Mao, but I was dead on board. Not sure what the opponent did there. That was really, really weird. And it's not like there's... After block, there's nothing I can do in green to deal with ground creatures, so... Weird play. Anyway, I drew my swamp 1 turn too late. Had I drawn that last turn, I would have won, I think. Or be in a very good spot to win the game, but now, yeah, it's gonna be GG. So white-green beat down, I guess. I think I can like where my deck is right now in this matchup. Feel like Revenant should be better than Creeper. I think this... I mean, I put it because... of Delirium, but I think it is actually a bit too weak, I think. Yeah, I'll go with that. Kinda clunky. I mean, I kept a risky hand. And I have only 6 one, but still. I drew all my black cards except for 2 of them, I guess. Yeah, 5 black card. I drew 3 of them alongside no swamp, which, you know, is gonna happen once in a while, but is not that likely. So that was kind of unfortunate. Again, not a whole lot I can do though. I think the hand was a keep. It turned out pretty good. The double prey upon was pretty brutal. I don't think I could have, except, I could have mulligan, but I'm not sure if it would have it would have given me a better game. And I'm pretty sure it would not have given me a better game. And I don't think that I made any mistake during the match, so yeah. Sometimes you cannot do match. Hand is pretty good though. Like turn 1 Vessel, turn 2 Scavenger is exactly what I'm trying to do. It's also pretty good in this matchup because Scavenger is really nice at blocking stuff from a white-green beatdown deck. Grapple is nice too. It makes things... Well, it makes sure I get Delirium first, because between these two you already have 2 type and then, 6 other cards in the graveyard, and it also makes it more likely that I can actually hit my land that I need kinda soon. I draw black anyway, which is really sweet. So I guess I'm gonna run the Howler and pass the turn. And next turn, potentially I can use Grapple or Vessel, grab a land, and I will use the Vessel first. It's better. Then hopefully grab a land, and well, I guess I grab my land anyway. So let's use that. Ooh, quite a bunch of interesting things here. Kinda wanna pick the Boon of Emrakul though. Really like that. I can get back the Mao with my Grapple anyway. And I cannot get the Boon back with Grapple, so seems good. And they have a pretty good thing to boon away, basically. So that seems kinda good. Let's Grapple now. And do I have Delirium? Yeah, I do. Don't want the forest. Dryad is a 3/3 death touch for 1. That seems very efficient. Mao is not looking exactly super. I think I like the Dryad more than anything else here. Okay, and now I can beat down for 6, which is sweet. I will take 4, but it's completely fine with me. I guess my opponent can double block. Yeah, they can double block. I don't really want to trade my Scavenger for the Hermit when I have Boon of Emrakul in hand, and this saves me damage next turn. Yeah, I'm tapped out and the double block is kinda annoying, like trading Molgraf Scavenger enabled for Hermit when you have a removal for the Hermit in hand just doesn't seem like a good move to make. So they are gonna flip that. I guess this makes sense. It's kinda annoying. So I guess now, if the opponent has nothing, in theory I could Prey upon here and then Dryad. And then Boon, and then it would die. But I don't think it's something I want to do. I think I just want to cast my Dryad, cast my Revenant, and pass the turn. This will flip back. If they want to spend another turn not doing anything to make that flip back into a 3/5, I'm completely fine with that. I'm not gonna attack, you know. And again, if they spend their whole next turn not playing anything to flip the thing back, it's completely fine with me. If they play something, I can then kill the Hermit. Whatever happens, I can attack with the Dryad and the Revenant, so feels pretty fine with me. I can also flip that pretty soon. I guess I could attack with a Scavenger. No, that seems pretty bad. Yeah, I'll attack with both. My opponent might have some sort of trick or not, I don't know, we'll see. I think they just wanted to flip that. Not sure that spending two turns not doing anything was a good move though. I don't know. Like, sure, this will not die to the Boon, but does that really matter that much? As, you know, trying to get a board presence. My opponent is pretty far behind now, so I don't know. Okay, I guess Prey Upon makes up for, you know, flipping that being better, but still. A Wolfkin Bond on that. Interesting. They casted 2 spell though, which is really nice for me. And now what I can do is Prey upon these two together and Boon. And that seems quite nice. Yeah, that's a very sweet move. I mean, it's a 2-for-1, but it's not really a 2-for-1 because I get rid of the of 2 cards basically. I guess 1.5 cards, so I think it's completely fine. Okay. And the opponent doesn't have any good block here, so they either take 7 or get 2-for-1 in one way or another. So we are looking good, and Deadweight was a decent draw, you know. Sure. Yeah, whatever you do, you will get 2-for-1. So yeah, I guess that makes more sense. The Dryad is kinda good. Okay, down to 9. They need a pretty big and efficient follow-up here. Field Creeper doesn't qualify as such. Should I get rid of it right now though? Or not? What does that accomplish? I guess this plays around pump spells that they could have. So I might as well do it. Gives my opponent Delirium, I think, but I'm not sure that it does even matter. They could have a Spinner here, the 2/3 Spider, but even if they don't have any good block. I mean, they can save some damage, but that's all. and they might very well have nothing left here. So I think it should be game right here. I guess an Eat of the Horrid Swarm would be kinda good. Would soak up damage from the Revenant with the 2 insects and then give them a good blocker. But other than, you know, they really need something pretty big and pretty impressive now. And I was drawing a Miracle, which was costing... So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she was costing 8, I think. So I could not have cast her yet, but the Scarecrow was coming, so Emrakul was coming in a few turns anyway, so even with a Need of the Horrid Swarm, I don't think the opponent was really coming back. Okay, things worked out fine here. The opponent gave me a lot of tempo by trying to flip their thing. I mean, flipping the werewolf was pretty good because they had prey upon, but still, I think that they lost a bit too much time. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I agree with that. Note that a play I could have made was to actually cast the Dryad and boon the thing, and it would have flipped back during their turn and died. Instead of, I think what I did was to play a... That might have been a better play actually. I did not thought about that. I played the Revenant. I think it's pretty even, but I could have killed the thing right away, which could have been better. I'm not sure. But the fact that they took a whole other turn to flip it again into a 3-5 was really good for me. Either way, Wolfkin Bone could be kind of good in this matchup, I think. Not sure what I would cut for that though. Yeah, there's really not much I want to cut. The Spinner are not looking great, but I think I'd rather have a creature over the Bond, especially looking at my curve. Yeah, I think I'll keep up the deck this way. Alright. This looks good enough to me. Slightly heavy on land, but I have a cheap removal that's also gonna get rid of a instant or sorcery, hopefully. Well, drawing a land was not great, but since I will discard lands, I guess it's fine. Not sure that I will discard 2 lands and, you know... Ooh, Noose Constrictor is kinda annoying. Miracle Promised End. Now I'm not even sure I should use that right away. I'd rather kill something that I can make sure I actually kill. Drawing, you know, I think it was a land into a Miracle was kind of clunky here, though, that's for sure. If they play a 3 toughness creature here, it's also going to be super annoying. That I can deal with, though. I think I will Collective Brutality with 3 modes. Probably no, probably just 2. Probably just trying to rip off a instant or sorcery to prey upon. 2 life is kind of nice, but I think 1 land is going to be more important. You know, I have Emrakul, Watcher in the Web that I want to be casting. So 2 modes. I want to give target creature -2/-2. I wonder if actually using Boon on the Constrictor is not a better move right now. It uses my mana slightly better. And if they... Yeah, actually... I'm gonna take 1 more damage, but I think that this is like... This uses my mana better, which means if I draw a 2-drop next turn, it's gonna be better. And I have a decent amount of 2-drops. And also, if they don't have an instant or sorcery, and they draw 1 here, I have more chance to hit something, actually. It could mean that they keep some mana available and I cannot Brutality anymore, but I don't think it's so likely to happen. I drew a Scarecrow in the meantime, interestingly enough. Yeah, I think I will kill the thing. Next turn I can play Scarecrow with Sacrifice backup. Unfortunately, the opponent doesn't have a instant or sorceries. They are pretty far away from casting Angel of Deliverance though, and the Captive is not gonna flip anytime soon. So they have Forest, Captive, and Angel. I mean, I would assume that my Emrakul is gonna come to the battlefield before their Angel comes to the battlefield, so we should be good regarding that. I'm going down to 12 next turn, but then after that I'll have a blocker. I guess they might not play a spell next turn to flip the Hunter. We'll see, we'll see. They played their Forest and the Captive and attack for 3. I guess you kind of want to cast the... Oh, and they got a Downgrave too. That's really bad for me, actually. That's really annoying. So I guess now the best play has become to play the Spider over the Scarecrow, so I can block everything. Unless they, unless they reap something, I should be fine. At least Scarecrow plus Watcher is gonna hold down all those creatures. Okay, they can flip that right away. But then that gives them the Angel. I wish they missed on land that turn. I mean, they don't have the Delirium, but the Angel is gonna hit for 6 each turn. So yeah, it's kind of bad. Yeah, and they are transforming that, which is also pretty awful for me to see happening. And I'm not sure that Emrakul is gonna come in time. I mean, well, I will have 5. Yeah, I think Emrakul is gonna be slightly too late. No, maybe not actually. Like I'm at 12. I'm not on the verge of dying. Yeah, especially since they are not attacking with that yet, and they don't have Delirium, and this can eat for 6, but Emrakul is really gonna be great for me. So let me think. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5 makes Emrakul cost 8, and I have 6 lands, so I don't think I want to sacrifice the Scarecrow yet. I guess sacrificing it now means I have more chance to draw a spell next turn, which is really good. My plan would be to sack now, and then chum block everything with the Watcher and then Emrakul. Yeah, I guess. This is also better if I cast if I draw a huge spell that I want to cast next turn and that doesn't let me. Yeah, this is slightly better to use that now. I mean, I will have to make that chump block at some point. Hopefully, I don't draw land here though. A creature be really good because Emrakul on her own might not be enough to. I'm just gonna check, but yeah, she costs 8 right now. Clunky, drawing another land here, despite already having 9, was really bad. I'm not sure that Emrakul is actually gonna be enough. She might, but I'm not sure about that. So now I'm almost tempted to take 11. Because keeping the Watcher around is really nice at letting me kill the Dawngrief when I Emrakul them. If they just top deck a pump spell, it's really bad, but otherwise, I think taking 11 might be the right move. Because then when I Emrakul them, I can make those 2 things suicide attack, and I will have 2 blockers for what they have left. I think I'll take the risk. Having as many creatures as possible when I cast Emrakul is just really important. I hope they don't play a creature here. They did not. And I top deck Ruthless Disposal, which should be pretty good. Alright, so let's see what I can do with that. Best case scenario, they top deck a Prey Upon that I can use, force them to use to basically destroy them. We'll see. Only a Quill Wolf is there. Well, it's not the best. Okay, well, I guess I can force the opponent to side attack 2 creatures and then they don't really have a kill next turn, so it's kinda good. Attack, attack. Okay. Block here, block here. And if I draw a decent creature next turn, I'm actually gonna be in fairly good spot. Now they don't have the kill here unless they top deck a Prey Upon. And Quillwolf is good, but I can deal with that with my Ruthless Disposal. Best case scenario, I draw a cheap creature. Worst case scenario, I can sacrifice my Spider to kill 2 creatures. I guess Spider can block any number of creature. But by killing 2 creatures now, I make sure I don't die to Prey Upon, which my opponent showed 2 of last turn. But I hope I draw something relevant. Like that. That pretty much, that qualifies as something relevant. I think I will get rid of my opponent's board here. Just feels pretty safe, and it's a 2-turn clock. I mean, Emrakul is a 2-turn clock. Yeah. It feels like just the safest move. Get rid of my opponent's whole board and kill them in 2 turns, hopefully. -13, -13. Sacrifice a creature. Discard a land. And I'm at 1, but I think Emrakul is gonna win me the game. Because now the opponent is gonna need serious business to come back. I have 13 power of Trampler Flying, and white-green is not very well known for haste creature or burn spell. So I think we'll win at 1 HP with Emrakul, which is really, really epic. And yes, it worked out. Whew! Emrakul has been so good for me since the beginning of the set. That's just awesome. That's just great. And you know, had I blocked one of their creature with my, chump block both creatures with my Watcher a few turns ago, I wouldn't have been able to Brutality, and I would have more life, but we would have been stuck in some sort of board stall. So I think going down to 1, even though it was risky, was the right move. It definitely paid off right here. Alright, that game was super nice. Match was quite epic. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to drop a like and also share the video or subscribe to the channel. And yeah, stay tuned for the final, I guess.